Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, tried on an outfit you loved, and then thought, oh no, my tummy is showing again? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. For so many women over 55, even the most beautiful dress or blouse can feel less flattering when the midsection steals the spotlight. And let's be clear, having a little tummy is completely normal. Our bodies change with age, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. But what if I told you that with just a few smart styling tricks, you could step out looking slimmer, more confident, and more stylish without ever sacrificing comfort? This video is all about how to hide a tummy with smart styling. By the end, you will know exactly which tops, bottoms, layers, colors, and accessories make your body look balanced and elegant. You will also discover how posture and confidence, yes, the way you carry yourself, can instantly make your tummy look smaller. Imagine opening your closet and suddenly seeing dozens of possibilities instead of feeling stuck. Imagine hearing a friend say, "Wow, you look amazing. Did you lose weight?" When in fact, all you did was style your outfit a little differently. That is the power of the tips I'm going to share with you. Now, here's the best part. These aren't extreme makeovers. You won't need to buy a brand new wardrobe or chase trends meant for 20-somethings. Everything I share today is practical, timeless, and tailored for mature women. Whether you are enjoying retirement, going out with friends, or simply want to look polished for everyday life, these tricks will help you feel comfortable while looking effortlessly chic. We will talk about fashion for mature women, women over 60 style, and the exact methods to create outfits that flatter your shape without drawing attention to your midsection. Think of this as your ultimate styling toolkit. Each tip builds on the last, so I encourage you to stay with me until the very end. By the time we finish, you'll have a clear roadmap for dressing in a way that feels age-appropriate, modern, and confidence-boosting. And who knows, you may even start enjoying that mirror a lot more. So, are you ready to stop worrying about your tummy and start embracing style that works for you instead of against you? Let's begin with the very first tip, and it all starts with choosing the right tops. When it comes to hiding a tummy, the very first place to start is with your tops. Why? Because the upper half of your outfit is usually where the eye goes first. And the truth is, the wrong blouse or t-shirt can make your midsection look more noticeable than it actually is. The secret is learning how to balance flow and structure. Not too tight, not too baggy, but just right. One of the biggest mistakes many women make is thinking that the only way to look slimmer is to wear something tight. Unfortunately, a clingy top highlights every curve of the stomach. On the other hand, oversized shirts that hang shapelessly can make the body appear larger overall. The sweet spot lies in tops that gently skim the body rather than squeeze it. Think of wrap tops, tunic-length blouses, and peplum silhouettes. These styles give you freedom to move while strategically disguising the tummy area. For example, a wrap blouse works wonders. The diagonal line it creates across the midsection visually slims the waist and draws the eye upward. Pair it with a soft fabric that drapes instead of clings, and suddenly you have a polished look that feels both comfortable and elegant. The same goes for tunic tops that fall just below the hip. When styled correctly, tunics elongate the torso, making the stomach less of a focal point. And let's not forget the peplum top, which subtly flares at the waist. That little flare creates the illusion of an hourglass shape no matter your age. Another trick is to pay attention to fabrics. Lightweight knits, soft cotton blends, and fluid silks are far more forgiving than stiff or clingy materials. A structured blouse with darts or seams around the waist can also do wonders by shaping your figure instead of flattening it. This is why flattering blouses for women over 50 often combine both tailoring and flow, giving definition where you need it and softness where you want comfort. Let me share a quick story. I once worked with a woman named Linda, age 62, who always wore fitted tops because she thought baggy styles would age her. The problem was those fitted tops emphasized her tummy and made her self-conscious. One day I suggested she try a simple wrap blouse in a soft navy blue. The moment she tried it on, her entire expression changed. Her waist looked slimmer, her tummy virtually disappeared, and she said, "I feel like myself again." That's the kind of transformation the right top can bring. Here's the takeaway. Tops are not just about covering your body, they are about directing attention. By choosing cuts and fabrics that skim, flow, and structure, you highlight your best features while making your tummy fade quietly into the background. Now, of course, the perfect top is only half the story. What you wear on the bottom matters just as much. The wrong pair of pants or skirt can undo all the work your blouse is doing. So in the next section, we will look at the bottoms that smooth and elongate your figure, making your tummy look flatter instantly. Once you have the right top, the next piece of the puzzle is what you wear on the bottom. Believe it or not, your choice of pants or skirt can completely transform how your midsection looks. Think of your bottoms as the foundation of your outfit. If they are unflattering, everything else struggles to look right. But if they are chosen wisely, they smooth, elongate, and instantly make the tummy less noticeable. The golden rule: go high-waisted. Low-rise pants or skirts cut across the widest part of the stomach, creating an unflattering spillover effect that no one feels good about. In contrast, high-waisted trousers sit at your natural waistline, pulling in the midsection and providing a smoother silhouette. This style has been a secret weapon for women of all ages, but it becomes especially powerful for mature women who want structure without discomfort. One of my favorite options is the wide leg pant. If you have ever wondered how to style wide pants, the trick is balance. Pair them with a flowy but structured blouse tucked slightly at the front. The high waist holds the tummy in place while the wide leg lengthens the body from hip to ankle. This creates a vertical line that makes you look taller and slimmer without effort. Plus, wide leg trousers are timeless. They never really go out of style, making them a smart investment. Let's talk about skirts for mature women. Not all skirts are created equal. Pencil skirts can sometimes cling too tightly around the tummy and hips, exaggerating the area we're trying to downplay. Instead, go for A-line skirts or fit and flare styles. These shapes skim past the midsection and flow outward, creating balance and elegance. A midi-length A-line skirt, for example, looks chic with almost any top and keeps the focus on your legs rather than your stomach. Fabric also matters. Stretchy, clingy materials like thin jersey often highlight every curve, while structured fabrics like crepe, ponte knit, or denim provide smoothing power. Look for pieces with a bit of stretch but enough thickness to give you confidence. Small details can make a big difference too. A flat front waistband instead of heavy pleats, a side zipper instead of a bulky button closure. These little tweaks eliminate unnecessary bulk around the midsection. Picture this: two women wearing jeans. One chooses low-rise skinny jeans that cut into her waist, causing her tummy to stand out. The other wears a high-waisted straight-leg jean in a dark wash. Immediately, her waist looks defined, her legs look longer, and her stomach is much less noticeable. It is the same body, only the bottom's changed. That is the magic of smart styling. Here's the good news: you do not need dozens of options. Just 2 or 3 great pairs of high-waisted trousers, a flattering A-line skirt, and perhaps a pair of dark straight-leg jeans can serve as your go-to pieces for countless outfits. When paired with the right tops, they give you a polished, age-appropriate, and incredibly chic look. Now that we've smoothed the foundation with the right bottoms, it is time to add a touch of artistry. The next step is learning how to layer smartly, using cardigans, blazers, and kimonos to conceal the tummy while adding elegance and sophistication. Let's explore the magic of layering in the next section. If there's one styling trick that feels almost like magic when it comes to hiding a tummy, it's layering. Adding a third piece, whether a cardigan, blazer, or kimono, creates vertical lines that instantly slim and elongate your body. And here's the beauty of it: layering is not about hiding behind fabric. It's about using structure and shape to highlight your best features while gracefully skimming over the midsection. Let's start with cardigans. Long line cardigans that fall just below the hip or mid-thigh are incredibly flattering. They create a smooth, vertical frame that guides the eye up and down rather than side to side. The trick is to choose lightweight fabrics that drape well. Think soft knits or fine wool blends. Avoid chunky knits that add unnecessary bulk around the stomach. A simple neutral cardigan layered over a patterned blouse can instantly make the midsection less noticeable while keeping your outfit polished and cozy. Next, the blazer. Many women over 60 shy away from blazers, worried they look too stiff or corporate, but today's blazers are more versatile than ever. A well-tailored blazer with subtle shaping at the waist can actually be one of the most powerful pieces in your wardrobe. It defines the shoulders, adds structure, and smooths out the tummy area effortlessly. For the most flattering effect, choose blazers that end right at the hip or slightly below, never too short, as that can draw attention directly to your midsection. This is why jackets for women over 60 have become such a timeless staple. They instantly elevate an outfit without requiring much effort. And then we have kimonos and lightweight dusters. These pieces bring elegance with a touch of drama. A kimono in a flowing fabric or a duster with vertical prints creates movement that distracts the eye from the tummy. They're also incredibly comfortable and perfect for layering during spring or fall. Pair one with a simple monochrome base outfit and you've got a look that feels chic, age-appropriate, and figure-friendly. When it comes to layering tips for mature women, the key is proportion. If your inner layer is fitted, say a sleek top tucked into high-waisted trousers, balance it with a looser outer layer like a cardigan or kimono. If your inner pieces are flowy, opt for a structured blazer to pull the look together. Layering is also a fantastic way to add personality. Choose pieces with subtle patterns, textures, or pops of color to make your outfit interesting without overwhelming your shape. Let me share a real-life moment. A client of mine, 68 years old, always felt uncomfortable in social gatherings because she thought her tummy was the first thing people noticed. We added a single navy blazer to her wardrobe, tailored just right at the shoulders. The next time she went out, people complimented her on looking sharp and confident. Not once did anyone mention her tummy. That's the quiet confidence a great layer brings. So remember, layering is not about hiding, it's about enhancing. A cardigan softens, a blazer structures, and a kimono adds movement. Together, they give you endless possibilities to flatter your figure while expressing your style. Now that we've built a foundation with smart tops, bottoms, and layers, it's time to look at the next game changer, colors and patterns. The shades and prints you choose can completely alter how your body looks and feels, and I'll show you exactly how in the next section. If tops and bottoms are the foundation, then colors and patterns are the artistry that brings your entire look to life. The shades and prints you choose can dramatically change how your figure is perceived, especially when it comes to minimizing the tummy. The right colors slim and elongate, while the wrong ones can unintentionally highlight the very areas you'd rather downplay. Let's start with color. It's no secret that darker shades have a slimming effect, but that doesn't mean you need to dress in black from head to toe. The secret lies in creating balance. Deep jewel tones like navy, emerald, burgundy, and plum are fantastic alternatives that feel vibrant without being harsh. If you've ever wondered about the best colors to look younger, these shades often brighten the skin and add a subtle glow while keeping your midsection less noticeable. Another powerful technique is the monochrome outfit. Dressing head to toe in one color, even if it's a lighter shade, creates an unbroken vertical line. This tricks the eye into seeing a longer, leaner body. Imagine a soft beige blouse paired with matching trousers and a light cardigan layered on top. Instantly chic, effortlessly elongating. This is why timeless outfits for women over 60 often feature monochrome palettes. They're modern, elegant, and figure-friendly all at once. Now, let's talk about patterns. One of the biggest mistakes women make is choosing bold, oversized prints that overwhelm the frame. Large florals or wide horizontal stripes can draw attention to the tummy and add visual width. Instead, opt for smaller, more delicate prints that keep the eye moving. Subtle polka dots, fine stripes, or small-scale florals are all excellent choices. Vertical elements are your best friend. A blouse with vertical pinstripes or a dress with a long line print pulls the eye up and down, not side to side. This elongates the body and minimizes the midsection naturally. On the other hand, avoid wide horizontal stripes or busy patterns concentrated around the waistline as they can break the vertical flow and highlight the stomach. Color blocking can also be a powerful styling tool. For instance, a darker panel across the midsection with lighter shades on the sides creates the illusion of a slimmer waist. Designers have been using this trick for years, and it works beautifully for fashion for mature women because it feels intentional, not forced. Here's a quick story. I once worked with a woman named Carol, age 65, who adored bright, bold prints. The problem was, they often drew attention right to her tummy. I suggested she try a monochrome navy dress with a fine pinstripe instead. The moment she tried it on, she looked taller, slimmer, and glowing. Her friends later asked if she had lost weight. All she had done was switch from busy prints to strategic ones. So remember this, colors and patterns are more than decoration, they are tools. Choose shades that elongate, Prints that guide the eye vertically and monochrome looks that simplify and streamline. When used wisely, they turn the tummy into a background detail instead of the focal point. Of course, no outfit is complete without those finishing touches that truly bring everything together. And that's where accessories come in. In the next section, we'll explore how to use accessories strategically to draw attention away from the midsection and add polish to any outfit. Sometimes the smallest details make the biggest difference, and that is especially true when it comes to accessories. The right necklace, scarf, or handbag doesn't just complete an outfit. It can cleverly shift attention away from your tummy and toward your best features. Accessories are like arrows. They tell people where to look. So why not use them to guide the eye upward, toward your face, shoulders, or neckline, instead of your midsection? Let's begin with necklaces. Long vertical necklaces are one of the simplest yet most powerful tricks. They create a downward line that elongates the torso and subtly divides the midsection, making it appear narrower. For example, a simple pendant necklace that falls just below the bust draws the eye up and down rather than across your stomach. On the other hand, short, chunky chokers can cut the neckline and inadvertently add width, so save those for when your outfit is already very streamlined. Next up, scarves. A lightweight scarf draped loosely around your neck adds both color and vertical movement. Think of a patterned silk scarf in a flattering shade tied casually so it hangs down the front. Not only does this add sophistication, but it also distracts from the midsection while framing your face beautifully. Scarves are also versatile. You can change them out with the seasons, giving your outfits fresh energy without buying new clothes. Earrings are another underrated tool. Statement earrings, whether drop or chandelier, naturally draw attention upward toward your face. For mature women, this is particularly effective because it highlights your smile, your eyes, and your personality rather than any insecurities around the tummy. Pair them with a sleek hairstyle or pulled back hair to maximize the effect. Let's not forget about handbags. Believe it or not, the bag you carry can impact how your body looks. Large crossbody bags that cut across the stomach often emphasize the midsection, while structured handbags carried at the side or small clutches keep attention elsewhere. Timeless options, like leather totes, satchels, or elegant shoulder bags, remain chic no matter your age. That's why timeless handbags are often recommended for fashion for mature women. They add sophistication while avoiding any awkward placement around the tummy. Belts can be tricky. A wide belt sitting directly across the stomach usually does more harm than good. However, a slim belt positioned slightly above the natural waist can create the illusion of curves and guide the eye upward. The key is subtlety. The belt should accentuate, not cut across. Here's an example. A woman I styled once wore a plain blouse and slacks that made her tummy the focus. We added a long gold necklace, a soft printed scarf, and a structured handbag. Suddenly, nobody noticed her midsection. The attention was all on her glowing face and elegant details. She said, "It feels like the accessories are doing the heavy lifting for me." And she was absolutely right. Think of accessories as your silent allies. They don't just decorate, they direct. By choosing them wisely, you control where people's eyes land. Now that we've covered clothing, layers, colors, and accessories, it's time to talk about the final, invisible styling tool that can transform your appearance instantly, your posture and confidence. Let's explore why the way you carry yourself may be the most powerful tummy-hiding trick of all. You can wear the most flattering blouse, the perfect high-waisted trousers, and the chicest accessories, but if you slouch, all of that effort can disappear in an instant. That's why the final, and perhaps most powerful tummy-hiding tool is not something you buy in a store. It's your posture and confidence. Think about it. When you stand tall, shoulders back, chin slightly lifted, your entire body shifts. Your tummy appears flatter, your waist looks more defined, and your presence becomes stronger. Good posture elongates the torso, making you look taller and leaner, without changing a single piece of clothing. It's a styling trick that costs nothing but makes a world of difference. For many women over 60, years of sitting at desks, caring for family, or simply the natural aging process can lead to rounded shoulders and a forward-leaning stance. The good news is it's never too late to improve. Gentle stretches, core strengthening exercises, or even something as simple as reminding yourself to stand tall can gradually shift how you carry your body. Every time you correct your posture, you are not just hiding your tummy, you are reclaiming your confidence. Confidence itself is magnetic. People notice it before they notice any outfit detail. A woman who walks into a room smiling, standing straight, and making eye contact instantly looks stylish no matter what she's wearing. This is why so many style tips for older women emphasize attitude just as much as clothing. Your confidence is the accessory that ties everything together. Let me share a quick story. One of my clients, Diane, age 67, had a beautiful wardrobe but always felt invisible. She often hunched her shoulders as if she wanted to hide. We worked on her posture. Nothing extreme, just small daily practices. Within weeks, people started complimenting her on how radiant she looked. The clothes were the same, but her energy had changed. That's the power of confidence after 60. Here's the truth. When you embrace your age with pride, style becomes more enjoyable. Clothes stop being about hiding flaws and start being about expressing who you are. And when you combine smart fashion choices with good posture and genuine confidence, your tummy becomes the last thing anyone notices. So, as you stand in front of the mirror tomorrow, remember, the way you carry yourself is just as important as the clothes you choose. Stand tall, smile, and let your presence speak louder than your insecurities. Now that we've covered 6 powerful styling strategies, from tops and bottoms to layers, colors, accessories, and posture, let's bring it all together. In the conclusion, we'll recap these tips and remind you why smart styling can completely transform the way you see yourself every day. We've reached the end of this journey, and I hope you're feeling inspired. Let's take a quick moment to recap the 6 powerful tips we've covered today. First, we looked at flowy tops and structured blouses that skim rather than cling, creating shape without drawing attention to the tummy. Then we moved on to bottoms that smooth and elongate, like high-waisted trousers and A-line skirts, which instantly redefine your silhouette. Next, we explored the magic of layering with cardigans, blazers, and kimonos, pieces that add sophistication while creating vertical lines to slim the body. From there, we dove into colors and patterns that flatter, such as jewel tones, monochrome outfits, and subtle vertical prints that elongate your frame. We then uncovered how accessories, necklaces, scarves, earrings, and timeless handbags can guide the eye upward and finish your look with polish. And finally, we talked about the invisible but most powerful tool, posture and confidence, reminding you that the way you carry yourself is often more important than the clothes you wear. Together, these 6 steps form a simple yet transformative styling guide. You don't need to chase every new trend or buy an entirely new wardrobe. With these strategies, you can work with what you already have, add a few smart pieces, and create outfits that make you feel beautiful, empowered, and modern. That is the heart of fashion for mature women. Not about hiding who you are, but about highlighting your strengths and celebrating your life stage. Here's the truth. Age does not limit style. In fact, many women discover their best looks after 60, once they understand what truly flatters their unique shape. Whether you're dressing for dinner with friends, a family gathering, or simply running errands, these tips ensure that your tummy is no longer the focus. Instead, your confidence, elegance, and personality take center stage. That is how you master women over 60 fashion and learn how to dress with confidence. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, remember, you are not just choosing clothes, you are choosing how you want to show up in the world. Stand tall, pick pieces that make you smile, and let your style tell the story of a woman who embraces her age with grace and boldness. If this video gave you fresh ideas and motivation, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more styling tips. And if you want to go deeper, check out our playlist on fashion for mature women, where we cover everything from timeless hairstyles to the best accessories for women over 60. Your journey to effortless style doesn't end here. It's only just beginning.